Hey, notification on my conveniently positioned device telling me that I am live. Notification on everybody else's devices around me that I am live. We are definitely live at Pokemon Cobalt and Amethyst. Welcome back, MushroomManToad here, back on Pokemon Cobalt and Amethyst, assuming I've set everything up right. Yep, looks like it. So, today I have a very specific plan in mind. Now, the route we happen to need to go down is this route right here. Just better make sure I healed up my Pokemon after the last stream. And it would appear that I have, in fact, done so. Do we actually have enough items to catch this? We have 3 Ultra Balls. That might not be enough. How expensive are Ultra Balls? It is, in fact, 1,200, and I, in fact, have no money. So here's what I like to do to grind money, what I think is the most efficient way to grind money. First of all, let's just check and make sure that all these guys have, in fact, been battled, alright? So we go to the bag. Key items. VS Seeker. Beep, boop. Oh, just boop, boop. Boop, boop. There we go. Now all these trainers are now primed. And they all reward you with $1,500. We're also going to see which one of these is the fastest to grind our way through. Although they should all be, well, never mind. Now they get up to level 50. So this is also a good place to farm experience. Guilty in gaining that experience. Defeated Fanboy Joe. He may be wrong. Gets my 1,500. Alright, so that's how that trainer works. If we can find one trainer that's more efficient than the others, or if it's just efficient to just go through all of them in a row, which I highly doubt. There we go, super effective hit. Fiendarago going down. Duragon gaining experience. Defeated Fangirl Eliza. I don't have all 8 badges. I don't really know why I'm here. Actually, this should just be a stream all about the best way to farm money in PokeCA. Then I can make a follow-up video on it. Because we can go test out things like the Elite Four, too, if we want to. So if you're going to try to money farm on this route, if this is the route to money farm on, it's looking like this is the guy to do it on. These Pokemon are easy enough to knock out. Fanboy Edward has been defeated, and at least I do know what I'm doing here. There we go. So I would say if you're going to attempt to farm money via normal trainers, if that turns out to be the most effective method, go for this guy. That's a good way to do it, like before you get into the Elite Four, if you need items, say. This would be your guy to go to. That's what we've determined here. Now, let's move on inside of the Elite Four. Take on the Elite Four themselves. See if that's a slightly more effective way to farm money. Let's go take on the Fairy guy, because the Fairy guy was epic last time. By the way, right here, right now, if you do not want spoilers, do not watch this farther. Like, if you haven't seen the rest of my PokeCA series, which you really should, by the way, if you haven't seen it yet, don't watch this. This is going to be very, very spoiler loaded. Just a fair heads up. Let's get into it. Yeah, we can rebattle him. Yeah, there's his quote. Let's just do the battle. Elite Four Jacob. Now, consider this. He does, in fact, have more Pokemon than the guys out on the route do. So that's a factor we need to consider in. Twice as many Pokemon. So if he rewards over 3,000, I guess you could technically consider this to be a worthwhile venture. I defeated I defeated Jacob. 5,500. Alright, that guy, Fairy type Elite Four guy, not worth it. Not worth it at all. Alright, so let's go try out this guy. Is this guy Ice or is this guy Psychic? I feel like Psychic would be a good place to do it. Psychic, alright. Should be an okay place. Most of my team resists Psychic. Alright, let's do this. Oh, no. That was not good. It's got move data. Kind of curious what happens if I push that button. Should I push the button? I'll wait for Livestream chat to tell me. Should I test it and push the button or should I not? I'll push the button. Yeah, I shouldn't have pushed the button. Don't ever do that. Don't scroll up in chat and press the button, ever. Don't press the button. Never press the button. He defeated Elite Four Charlie. 5,500. Okay. So I think that makes it safe to say that all the Elite Four members do in fact yield $5,500. So we farmed the guys outside of Mount Recoup. They each had 3 Pokemon. And they yielded $1,500. In the Elite Four, they all have 6 more powerful Pokemon. And they all yield $5,500. So, I don't know. Farming the 3 guys out there is quick because they're all right next to each other. And if you can start to one-shot some of them at higher level Pokemon and such, or figure out effective strategies against them, have all super effective hits, etc., that might be a good way to do it. But Charlie here is really good for farming money too, because you're almost getting 4 times what you would out there. The battles out front are fast, but you have to do 4 of them to make the same amount of money you would in here. And since it's about the same distance from there to there as it is from there to the other side of the mountain, and the time to use the VS Seeker versus no time, I would say Charlie is probably going to be your most effective method of doing this. So, I think the conclusion I'm going to draw from this, very, very unscientifically, but just kind of thinking my way through it, you need to defeat 12 Pokemon out there to match 6 Pokemon in here. So I would say your Elite Four is in fact the place to grind money in PokeCA. Maybe there's another place to do it though. And I can think of one potential location for such a place. In fact, why don't we head there now before I wrap up this stream? Here's Blue Loser, guys. So let's just game mode A. Put down here, let's battle. Yep, I met your cousin in Monolith City. He's the glum one. That cousin in Monolith City is the guy I'm going to be testing after I test you, assuming you give me decent money yield. If you give me, like, no money yield, I know this is not the place to go to farm money at all. Defeated the Happy Fisherman. 840 for defeating a single Pokemon. Here we are. No, I got there, the droid. I got there. I found it. It's this guy. We have to test him just to see if this is going to be more efficient than fighting a Blue Loser. Because if he yields the same amount of money with the same amount of difficulty, this could honestly be your best money farming method in PokeCA. Defeated the Sad Fisherman. Oh! Much less money. And the potential to paralyze with the Thunderbolt. But one way or another, I think we can still conclude safely that our best money-making thing is definitely going to be the Elite Four, taking on Charlie and the Fire Guy. Charlie and the Fire Guy. That sounds like a rock group.